Hello, my stuff usually isn't like this, but as you saw in the title, please bear with me. I'm here to give you an explanation on the 5 different types of atoms for my chemistry project. I was originally going to do a weird children's book type of thing, but I'm better at this, so this is what you get. Also, side note, my teacher said on the instructions very clearly that I can be very abstract, so he brought this upon himself. The first person to make an atom theory was named Dalton. He believed that the atom was like a billiard type ball that couldn't be split, and all atoms of a given element are identical in mass and properties. I have a few things to say about this. First off, if atoms make up everything but aren't being able to split, then how would we have any type of food or anything that can be split like grass or cloth? And second, how would they all be identical? Atoms have to have differences to make up different types of things. The second person to make an atoms theory name was Thomson. He said that the atom is composed of electrons surrounded by positive charges to balance the electrons' negative charges. He made it so the world knows that everything is made up of different amounts of positive and negatives, so things can be made differently like wood and metal. The third person to make an atom theory was named Rutherford. Rutherford's a funny name. He said that the atom has a tiny, massive core called the nucleus. The nucleus has a positive charge. Electrons are particles with a negative charge. This shows that atoms have a center that the positives and negatives from the last model revolve around. So my teacher also calls this the Jimmy Neutron model because he said it looks like from the show Jimmy Neutron. So yeah, moving on. The fourth person to have an atom theory was named Bohr. You know, like the pig. He said that it is a system consisting of small, dense nucleuses surrounded by orbiting electrons, similar to the structure of the solar system, but with attraction provided by electrostatic forces in places of gravity. Dang, this pig guy is actually pretty smart. I did not think he would. This proves that the positives and negatives are revolving around the nucleus and they're not just floating around awkwardly all the time. The fifth and final person to make an atom theory has a really big and confusing name. His name is Schrödinger. Schrödinger. Say that 5 times fast. Do it. Right now. Pause the video and do it. And while the video is paused, why don't you scroll down and drop a like on that video and subscribe to the channel by hitting that red button underneath the video. You can always unsub later if you don't like the content. So why don't you give it a shot? Alright, are you done? Well, you should be. If you are, let's move on. Schrödinger said the quantization of hydrogen atoms' energy levels that appeared in Bohr's atomic model could be calculated from the Schrödinger equation, which describes how the wave function in quantum mechanical system, in this case a hydrogen atom's electron, evolves. Schrödinger's atom model is the one we use today and is the one we currently think is correct, because we don't know what one of the models is correct or not. Heck, it could be any one of the ones I talked about. Thank you for listening to me rant about atoms for a few minutes. I promise I'll upload actual content soon, but before I go, I have one thing to say. Whichever atom model turns into the one to be right, please don't let it be Dalton's. Please, for the love of gosh.